Hello there and welcome to Tea Time, the program that brings you the latest in the world of entertainment. So it's the latest celebrity news, the latest showbiz updates and the very latest entertainment headlines. I'm Tokunbo Taiwo and here with me is my co-anchor Ife Oshinkeye. And if you're wondering where the ladies are, don't worry, they'll be back next week. So, I don't even know. I was going to say, do you have anything new for us or do you have anything planned for this weekend? Because I was going to say TGIF, but like we always says, it never applies to us.
Yeah, but we always find a way around it. So, but this Friday, we're spending it with the Lord.
What? You're going for night
vigil?
vigil?
We're going for,
night vigil.
not like a night vigil. It's more like a praise night somewhere, House on the Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's happening
Are
tonight.
you marketing for them now?
Oh, well, I'm marketing for Christ.
All right, let's quickly delve into our first story, and it's definitely, not definitely, but it's good news. Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas are engaged. So, are you going to say I said so? No, I told you. No, don't take my life. No, I told you, but I said it. Anyway, we both said it.
Okay,
you said 1 year, I said within 5 years.
Yeah, so I'm closer.
That's
Yes,
it doesn't matter. But
you said within
the same thing.
No, you said within 5 years.
No, I was talking about
said
marriage. I was
Just
talking
give me
about
my
marriage.
credit.
No, I was talking.
Give me my accolades.
Gosh, where is the Lakwe?
I deserve some accolades.
We need to get onto Lakwe. Lakwe was the one that said
Yeah,
it was not,
we need
to.
We need to put a phone call through to her now.
Yes, I told her we told you. I was even
it's not
thinking
going
in the
to
near
happen.
future.
It's not
This is
guaranteed.
just like 2 months.
Yeah. But you know, the relationship moved really fast from meeting parents in like the first months of dating and meeting families and all of that, traveling across the globe.
Lakwe, these are signs that this is getting serious. I don't understand.
And then plus the band, the matching band they were both wearing then. And I heard what's his name? Nick Jonas. He closed down a Tiffany store just to buy the engagement ring. Like that is just so romantic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to think that he actually spent 2 years in his last relationship and now he spent 2 months, and then he's engaged already.
The people around him, according to sources around him, they said they have never seen Nick Jonas that happy before. Like this is the happiest they've seen him the whole time they've been with him.
I told you guys from the get-go,
Priyanka
Priyanka has an agenda.
Who wouldn't be happy with a girl like Priyanka, man?
Oh, please.
I thought then when I was saying it, you guys are like, oh, she's 10 years older.
What are you saying? You don't want to acknowledge the fact that I said it as well.
No, I agree you said it, but I'm closer. You said 5 years, I said 1 year.
We talked about marriage, not engagement. We didn't even talk about engagement. So get your facts right. Let's roll the tape.
Roll the tape. Okay, so Lakwe is the only one that is not on the same page with us right now.
Yes, and don't forget, the 1 year you said and the 5 years I said was regards to marriage. So we're just one step closer. We weren't expecting this to come.
But do you think they'll get married?
Oh God Almighty!
do you think this? Do you know we did a story yesterday that not all relationships.
I wanted to relate it. Well, I'm glad you brought it up yourself.
Have to lead to marriage. So do you think they would get married?
Yes. I told you guys, I saw the signs, and I think, like I said
earlier, should we have like a duration this time again? How soon do you think they'll get married?
No, everything is what I was saying. But, you know, this one that the engagement has actually come, you know, too soon.
Tokunbo, you're playing it safe. Within 5 years, we all know that is possible. Give us specifics.
No,
within
I'm saying.
6 months. Okay, within months to a year.
Okay,
a couple of months
you
to a
didn't
year.
let me land. I was telling you that initially I had given 5 years for the wedding, and then all of a sudden within 2 months we've gotten an engagement. So this will happen even sooner than I expect. So I'm giving it before the end of this year.
They will get married before the end of this year.
Are you sure? Yes. And if they don't get married. And if they do get married, you're going to remember to give me the accolades.
Yeah,
I'll be waiting for it.
I'll definitely give you.
Yes, and if I don't get the accolades...
I'm giving them till 2019.
Till 2019. Yes. I'm predicting it's going to happen this year.
So
because if the engagement is coming now, then I think the marriage will definitely happen this year.
Okay.
Because she's, you know, Priyanka has, Nick Jonas has already met Priyanka's family. She has also met part of his family. And Nick Jonas's brother got engaged last year.
To Sophie Turner, the Game of Thrones girl. And I'm like, what?
So I know they've even taken their own engagement this far, and I yet to. So I don't know. I'm giving them by the end of this year.
Well, I'm giving them till 2019. I don't want to say what month.
But you're saying 2019. Does that mean till the end of 2019?
No, till like this time 2019. A year. I'm giving them a year.
Okay. All right. I shall take note so that I can come back to you to say.
So we can roll the tape.
We can roll the tape. But Lakwe is the one that I really want to chop her head off because
I'm sure wherever she is right now, she's
she'll be
like,
having
oh,
regrets. They said
thank
it.
God I'm not around. These guys would have slayed me today.
Oh, so this is definitely good news for Priyanka and for Nick as well.
Yeah, definitely good news. And
How do you
I think
think-
engagement is actually in the air this period. Like a lot of people are getting engaged from what's it called? What's his name? Justin Bieber to Baldwin to who was the latest? The Weeknd. Oh
The
no, The
Weeknd.
Weeknd and Bella Hadid, they just got back together. No engagement. So I think love. It's a time for love. Is this February?
So how do you think people are reacting to this news? Do you think people will be happy?
Yeah, a
because
lot.
sometimes there's usually backlash when people get engaged or get married and people are of different races.
Race, yeah.
So you see, she was in a movie that she was acting, and I think she got yanked off because of this good news.
She
Even
didn't
the
get
director.
yanked off. The
Well, that's
director-
what.
Did you see the way he announced it?
Via social media, was it on Twitter or on Instagram?
And it was like Priyanka wouldn't be. What's the name of the show?
Bharat, I think, is an
Bharat.
Indian.
Yeah. Priyanka wouldn't be joining us for the next quarter of don't quote me, not his exact words,
Yeah.
but this was what he was saying. Priyanka wouldn't be joining us for the next quarter of Bharat, and the reason is so beautiful.
Yeah,
It's so
I
good.
saw
She
it.
told us at the nick of time. I thought the guy was just so hilarious with that. Saying
he
at the
didn't want
nick-
to spill,
Yeah, he
yes,
didn't want
he
to
was
spill it.
trying to
She told us
congratulate her at the
at the
same
nick
time.
of time, I wish her a happy life. So everybody just insinuated that message meant that Priyanka will be getting married soon and probably relocating to America, so she can't be acting in that Indian movie anymore. So everybody just knew that, okay, this had something to do with Nick Jonas, and the way he said at the nick of time.
So like I was saying regarding the race issue, because sometimes when people know a celebrity and they get, you know, they get used to and accustomed to that particular celebrity, they tend to have some kind of loyalty to that celebrity. So what I'm saying is, like, they will have like like the Indian population or the Bollywood population.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll be happy that she's left them and gone and married, you know, someone from the West? Because sometimes this happens. Like I remember when, was it, who was it? When we have interracial relationships, some of the one race of one of them usually tends to be angry. So do you think that's what the Indians, or do you think they'll be happy for her?
I think because of who Nick Jonas is and what he's known for, is that Hollywood sweethearts guy, the Jonas brothers. So I think they're loved. So that is why they're really not getting a backlash. Maybe if she had married a commoner or someone with not so much reputation, maybe she would get backlash. But in this case, because of their fame and their success together, people think it's a beautiful union.
Okay.
The only thing she's getting backlashed for is why is she marrying a younger guy? And then
There's a
Nick
10-year
Jonas
difference,
is also
isn't it?
getting backlash that why is he going for a cougar? Because they're referring to her as a cougar.
But
And
it's just a 10-year difference, and she doesn't look that old, does she?
Yeah, she doesn't. And then this is the Western
right.
world. I don't think that really matters. But if this
Exactly.
was Africa,
Like we always
wow.
say, and like you always say, age is just a number.
Yeah, nothing but
It's a quick
number.
break right now, but when we return, we'll be bringing you the latest on what's new and what's hot. Stay here.
There's only one way to enjoy the FIFA World Cup. The Coca-Cola way. Celebrate from Niger to Russia. Just buy a Coke, text the code under the crown to 5453 and you stand a chance to win a free trip to Russia to cheer on our Super Eagles live. So who's up for going to Russia? Coca-Cola, the official sponsor of our Nigerian Super Eagles and the 2018 FIFA World Cup.
Welcome back from that quick break. You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time, an entertainment news program. Our next story is on Kendrick Lamar. The American rapper is to appear in a TV show titled Power. Okay, so your initial reaction?
Yeah, I can't wait. I lost track of Power. There was a time I was a big fan. Like I used to wait for every episode to drop, but I lost track. No time for that anymore. But this particular one, I must watch it this weekend because it's dropping on Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday is the 29th, right? Yeah, it's dropping on Sunday.
Okay, so it's just like a cameo role where he comes and performs and
Okay,
then
I think, yeah, this
goes.
is a cameo performance. According to the directors and producers of the show, they said they referred to Kendrick as a once-in-a-generation talent. So they think it would be good for them to create a role for him in Power. And I totally agree, but they called it a cameo appearance.
Okay, good, because that's what I was trying to ascertain, if it's going to be there permanently going forward, or if it's just going to be a
one-off. When they said they created a role, that's where I have a problem with, because they refer to it as a cameo appearance, and they said they thought they had to create a role for him in Power. So if you create a role for somebody, I think he might be getting invited every now and then to come and act that particular role. So I don't think it's just going to be in one episode. So I think it would, it would be in
regular basis.
Yeah.
Okay, Kendrick Lamar, he's such a talented person, isn't he?
Very.
And I was like looking up his bio, and I saw that he's won like 12 Grammys, isn't
in
he?
such a short
period of time as well. So he's done very well for himself.
Yeah, he's done really great, and Kendrick deserves all the accolades, man.
Do you think the Power fans are going to be pleased that they're bringing Kendrick Lamar, not someone else?
Oh no, I think everybody loves Kendrick, apart from the recent case where a white girl got booed off stage for saying the N-word on stage. So I think that was the only time that he has been backlashed. And then when he dropped was it To Pimp a Butterfly, when he was talking about wanting a natural African girl with some stretch marks, and then some girls came after him like, what are you trying to say, that those of us without stretch marks are not Africans? You know, it was describing the type of woman he wanted. So he's gotten some controversies.
Exactly, I was going to say, he's not had it smooth sailing.
So he's got some controversies.
And there was one time when he was saying, you know, he wasn't going to be voting. In fact, he wasn't interested in voting. And then the only time that he started voting was when Barack Obama came into power. That was when he changed his mind.
Even if you listen to his recent songs, is more political now than what he used to be. I think J. Cole is also taking that turn. They're all trying to create this political awareness through their music, letting them, like, raising the government skirts, like, let's reveal who their true colors. So I think that's what Kendrick is doing at the moment. So it's great, and I think it's a great personality to project what Power is all about. And
I also heard that I don't know how soon or how distant ago, but that he became born again as well. Did you hear anything like that? Because he said that he lost one of his friends, and as a result of that, it just made him realize that, you know, he should focus more on, I don't know
about him being born again, but one thing I can say for a fact, because I'm a big fan of Kendrick, I have all his albums A to Z. Is religious in a way. Even in his music, he talks about God, he talks about spirituality, he talks about him praying for people and people believing in his prophecies. Sometimes he sees himself as a prophet as well. So I think he has always been religious, but being born again, I don't know anything about that.
I think it was the born again thing that started it. And like I said, I think those reports, based on what you're telling me, seem to be true, because they said he lost a friend, and since then he, you know, moved on.
He found God.
Exactly, and then he's incorporated that into his music. All right. Our next story is on singer Davido, who is set to release another hit music and asks for prayers. Back to back, we're just from Born Again, we're getting into prayers. It's beginning to sound very churchy.
Very churchy, Preach!
So why is Davido asking for prayers now? He's never asked for prayers in the past.
Davido said something that was really scary, and I'm really looking forward to it. He said, you know, recently, Davido is one guy. I think he preaches, he practices what he preaches. He preaches. Because, you know, when he received the Eddies Award, it was like, be raised by lifting others. And he hasn't stopped since he said that thing. He has been helping numerous people. At least I know a couple of, now these are the ones that are not even getting into the media. He has been doing a lot of things for people on the low key. And then now again, he's about to drop a new single that we don't even know what it's about. But it was like, and remember, he thanked Techno recently that thank you for If. It changed my life, because Techno was the one who produced and wrote If for Davido. So this time around, they said
that was a big song, by the way.
Yeah, that was a big song, yes. And Techno is a very, 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 very kind person to give out that song for real. I don't know how much Davido paid or how much he's still paying for that song, but that song is definitely big. So he said he's going to have his biggest feature ever and his biggest hit music. And I'm just wondering, who could he have featured? Did they wake Michael Jackson up from the dead to come and be on the song? But I just can't wait to see what this is all about. So yeah, he said he needs prayers for that, and that the fans should pray for him. So let's just pray.
I see. Because I was wondering, he's never asked us to pray for him when it comes to releasing new music.
Yeah,
so why is this
he's just
different?
being very optimistic about this new single. Maybe he has someone really big on it, and he feels this song is.
And I think
and he
this
said
person
this
is-
song could change his life forever.
Okay. And I think if he's asking for prayers, maybe someone from America, I don't know.
Yeah, I believe so. It can't be an African artist.
Because you see, with some of the collaborations that some of our Nigerians artists have tried to do, it hasn't always resulted in a positive.
Massive global turnout. Is that what you mean?
No. What I'm saying is that for every time an African artist is trying to collaborate with a Western artist, it's not every time that it's successful.
Yeah,
that's what
I
I'm
meant,
saying. So maybe that's one of the reasons why he's saying he needs prayers for it to be successful and for everything.
That's
to
exactly
go well.
what I mean too. Like every time they do a feature with this American artist or Western artist, they usually do not get that massive turnout like one would have thought they would get. Like Wizkid I think Wizkid was the only one who was successful with that because he did a song with.
P-Square did one, I can't remember
Because,
what
but he didn't make waves in America.
It doesn't have to have made waves. What I'm talking about is the collaboration, because once or twice, celebrities have come to say, okay, the deal fell through because they've got all that. The American person has so many.
But we have a couple of them. We have Meek Mill and Davido. We have Olamide and Wale. We have Fino and Wale. We have Tiwa Savage and
that has been
Omarion.
successful.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The only person that has been really successful in both markets, that is the Nigerian music market, the African continent music market, and the American and global stage music market, is Wizkid and Drake with One Dance. Because One Dance is a global jam. Everywhere you go to, you listen to One Dance across the globe. So I think it's only Wizkid that has been able to break that barrier. Even Come Closer, Drake performs Come Closer, which is a Wizkid song featuring Drake. He performs it on his own shows across the globe. So far, I think Wizkid is the only one that has done that. So maybe Davido too is about to do this, and then let's see who is working with this time. And
like they say, watch this space. We'll see, keep you posted.
And definitely we'll pray for Davido, man. Because we want his progress, don't we?
All right, time for another break. When we return, we'll be bringing you one of the biggest stories this morning. Keep it right here on Plus TV Africa.
Sometimes life has more questions than answers, and every teardrop seems to drown your laughter. But even when it hurts, there's someone who knows that everybody hurts, everybody cries, everybody walks along the lonely road sometimes. Let me take your hand, I will be a friend, because to me your happiness is just as good as mine, and you will be fine.
Leadway Assurance, ensuring happiness since 1970.
Welcome back. It's tea time, and we're about to bring you the story on Mark Zuckerberg, who has plunged to the world's sixth richest person following losses of $17.6 billion. Oh, okay. So,
Would you call that a loss?
I don't. Do you know what? I'm just like, seriously.
As in, dude is still worth about $69.8 billion.
You know how people,
They're like a loss. But do you know what? Do you know what is funny about all of this? They said the amount of money Mark Zuckerberg lost in 1 hour is larger than the old nominal GDP of the country Jamaica.
You find that very funny, too.
Like, come on. They said the money he lost is 1.7 times more than what Donald Trump has made in his entire lifetime. In 1 hour.
Do you know
one
what?
man.
Speaking about Donald Trump, I think if left to him, he would like to be the richest person in the entire
Yeah,
world.
definitely. I think the presidency, maybe he would have gotten to that level if he did not go for politics.
Do you think he's not still running his businesses?
No, I know he's still running his businesses, but
Yeah.
there are a lot of things he cannot really focus on, like
He
when
never even focused on before because he always had people, you know, that's
Yeah,
why he
true.
always selected
Yeah.
the best people.
The Apprentice.
Not just even in the apprentice, like his
No,
other
I'm saying
people,
he's always had
like
apprentice.
the Lady Di or what's
Yeah,
her name, and those other people. He has a perfect team.
Well, he has a perfect team, but let's see how it goes. It's not too late for him to still make the list. So let's see how it
Donald
goes.
Trump,
Yeah.
he's way down there. I think it's gonna take more because like times are changing. If Mark Zuckerberg can lose like how much 17 in how many
$17.6
minutes
billion.
or how many
1 hour.
60 seconds? Good heavens! How
All right.
much more Donald Trump? Anyway,
60 minutes, not 60 seconds, not 1 minute.
60. Sorry,
60 minutes,
60 minutes. Oh, what did I say?
60 seconds.
60 minutes. All right, 60 minutes, 60 seconds. Potato,
Potato.
tomato. You know
Okay.
my point. Okay, so let's talk about Mark Zuckerberg himself. You know, I'm sure he's not bothered, but you know the press will
Trust
try
me.
to like.
He would be bothered because the way he lost this money is when the second quarter, I think, what's it called? The second quarter
Okay.
report.
Sorry to cut in there. We will come back to this. I just want to like quickly establish that he used to be the third
third
richest person, and now he's down to
Number
the sixth
six.
to number 6, and he lost 70. So he used to have like 83 or over
He used to have
85,
$85.6 billion.
85.6 billion,
And
and
then
now
now
he's
he has
down to
69.8 billion.
69.8 billion. Okay, go ahead. I just wanted to establish
All right,
these
so
facts.
when the yearly report, I mean the second quarter report of the Facebook earnings, yearly earnings,
Yeah.
the second quarter earnings came
Came
back.
out, yeah.
It was lower. It was 24% lower than what they made in the first quarter. Do you understand? So it's going to be bothered because you're supposed to be progressing. And according to them, about 22 million active users use the Facebook app on a daily basis.
Okay, so let me ask you,
Yeah.
if do you think that there's a downward time for Facebook? Do you think Facebook will ever?
Oh,
go
yes,
down?
there are a lot of apps taking over. Snapchat is taking over Facebook. Instagram is taking over Facebook. We have Twitter. Okay, I think he owns Twitter as well. Mark Zuckerberg, does he own Twitter?
No, I think
he
Twitter is
bought
a
it.
different.
Did he
is-
buy
is
it?
Open. No, I think it was bought, but it was bought by someone, another group. It's not Facebook.
Okay,
I
it
don't
wasn't
think.
It wasn't
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg
Yeah,
that bought it.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay, so we have different apps taking over Facebook. So I think he bought Instagram, didn't he?
Yes, I think that's the one. That's the
Yes.
one, not
I think-
Twitter.
I
yes,
think he bought
yes,
Instagram. So
Yeah.
all these apps are doing way better. Like, I can't remember the last time I went to my Facebook account. The only time I go on my Facebook account is to go and post something, maybe for publicity or something. But you know how we used to use Facebook so religiously back then that
But what
when
I'm
you wake
saying
up in
is
the
that
morning.
this, I don't know. I think the press may be blowing it out of proportion in the sense that there's always fluctuations in the market, and then just because he's down now doesn't mean he may
Yeah,
rise
no.
up in the
That's what
future.
they're saying, that Mark Zuckerberg can bounce back
Exactly,
today.
exactly.
Like
That's what
today,
I'm
we
saying
can
is-
get news that Mark Zuckerberg is the second richest
That's
person
what
in
I'm
the
saying. That's what I'm
world.
telling you. That
So-
I personally think he's not worried because I know he would know that he can bounce back.
Yeah,
so
this
he's
is
not-
just trading. This is just
That's what I'm
trading.
saying,
This
exactly.
is a trading
It's
loss. It's
very
normal.
volatile,
It's
very
either you make profit or you make loss. And in
Exactly.
this case, he made loss. And I'm sure this is not the first time he has made
That's
loss
what I'm saying.
in this business.
Exactly, and he's bounced
But
back.
it's huge, bro. That's the problem. The fact that you lost over 17.
What I'm saying is, because at the moment he's not even using all that money, because at the end of the day he's still a billionaire. So if he like comes down to a millionaire status, that's
But
when
don't
I
you
think he'll
think
be worried.
Mark Zuckerberg would rather invest that $17.6 billion in something else than lose it?
What I'm saying is that he's comfortable right now. He's not one of these aggressive. If he's someone like Donald Trump, where I know that he's aggressive
Yeah,
and likes to be at
yeah,
the top,
yeah.
I know that at the end of the day, he's got to be a businessman. He's got to make profit. But what I'm saying is that he's still 60 something in the billion.
You know, they say the rich also cry. You know, getting to the top isn't the problem. It's staying at the top that is actually the problem. Because
What I'm saying is that Facebook has been has had longevity, you know,
Longevity.
exactly, for a long time. I think, you know, there's a point where it's coming that he's going to be like, you know what, I give up, I just want to do it. Because
And
like
sell
Bill
his
Gates,
shares
he
and all that.
exactly, and then do what, like, other things.
Look at what Warren Buffett is doing right now. Is still about what's it called? His net worth is still about 82.5
And I think he's number
billion.
one now, actually, in this list that they say he's number one.
Is 82.5 billion, and that is only because is always doing charitable. He's always giving his wealth away for charitable
Organizations and charitable
purposes
deeds.
and all. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just crazy. Like if you can be giving out so much money. So Warren Buffett is someone that isn't bothered about this. He doesn't really care about the money. He's being a philanthropist right now. But someone like Mark Zuckerberg is steady working, is steady thinking, is thinking about how to make more profit. So that's why I think he's going to be worried about this because he's still very young. He's still intent. He wants to be number one on that list. The fact that he has dropped to number 6 is very worrisome for someone like Mark Zuckerberg, regardless of how you look at him. But this is a businessman. Trust me, and this is business.
All right, we're going to have to agree to disagree, yes, because that brings us to the end of Tea Time. A big thank you goes to my co-anchor, Ife Oshinkeye, the production team, our stylist Ketsi of Kudi Empire. I'm Tokumbo Taiwo saying thanks for watching as I invite you to join us later today for afternoon tea.